Hi guys, how you doing? Happy Sunday to you all and a beautiful month to you all. Seasonal greetings. How you doing? How's your family? How's your loved ones? Hope they are doing fine. So today we are still on the topic fear. But we are going to talk about it in another form, in another way. This one is a fear that comes from people. This one is not from you. It's a fear that comes from outside. The one within you might also be able to fight it, but you need to still be conscious of the fear that comes from outsiders. They are afraid for you. Sometimes it's not healthy. And what is the definition of fear? It's an unwanted situation. Like, I don't want this to happen. So because you don't want this to occur, you begin to fear for it not to happen. A pleasant, unwanted emotion. Unwanted, something you don't want. A situation you does not want is in form of a threat. I don't want this to happen. I don't want it to work. And God does not work with fear. He said he has not given us a spirit of fear, but of boldness and of a sound mind. That is not the mind of God for you. Fear. This one is not that you are afraid, but people are afraid of you. And if you're not conscious and being careful, it will come into you by words, by the way they behave, by the way they do things. It will come. It takes consciousness that when it comes, you need to not tell the Lord that, Father, I flush my system from every fear. What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? The Lord that watched you throughout the night when you were sleeping. Do you know what came against you when you were sleeping? You lost thought, you lost consciousness, you were sleeping. You don't even know what was going on around you, the world around you, what it is. But the Lord gives his angel charge over you and it watch after you. So what are you afraid of? That's one for a personal fear. But this one is coming from an outsider. Coming from, is not, when I mean an outsider, I don't mean somebody that is far or somebody that is close. I'm trying to tell you that it's like, maybe somebody will just see you because there was a time then I came to this country newly, then I was very thin. Now I've added a little bit fat, let me say it that way. So I went to go and make my hair. Then I went with a friend of mine. So we're just talking and it was making my head. And we were just discussing. Into the conversation, the woman just said, I'm afraid if you can push baby. I was like, excuse me. If I can push a child. He said yes, because the way you are, the way you do this. I was like, excuse me. Since when looks becomes the category of pushing a baby out? Or your stature becoming if you can push out a baby? Those are fear. And if you're not careful, this is it. I'm not saying they are bad. Get it? I'm not saying they are like is bad. Is as in something evil for them to have this fear and thought for you. Sometimes it's coming from the art of care. But if we are not careful, that care can plant a seed that at the ending of the day you begin to band, rebuke, and cast. If you can trace deeply within yourself, what are the things that you're afraid of today? Just look within yourself. There are things that have come either from your surrounding, either spoken words or things you have seen with your eyes. They are one of those three. Your surroundings, spoken words, or things you have seen. And those things, they are very vital because they are like a sense organ in the realm of the spirit. When you receive things from those things, if you are not conscious, it becomes a plant that germinates and becomes a big tree. You now need to be conscious and deal with it. So please do not buy into the fear of others. See, I don't know how to say this. Let me tell you something. The workings and the dealings of the Lord is tangible. If only you can see it and touch it and feel it, it is tangible. It might not look like it now, but if only you know what this God has in stock for you, you will know that it is tangible. Look at Job. He prayed for everything. He even gave sacrifice for his children. He went out of his way to do things for his children. But at the end of the day, the thing he greatly feared came upon him. So what are you afraid of? Check deep down. Is this fear coming from me or is it coming from an outsider? Is it the words that people have spoken that has getting into me that now fear just grip me? So please and please and please, You are entering into a new year. Take your time. This is a time for you to go to your secret place with your Father. See, there's one prayer I always pray. Father, I say, let me be in the audience of one. One. When I mean the audience of one, which is God. The Bible said, as in one with God is majority. The Bible says, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide. He shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. That's Psalm 91. So please and please and please and please. It's not good. See, the trick of fear is that make it so deadly and dangerous is this. I don't care if it's somebody that is trying to put it on you, like trying to, how would I put it, like bring it on you, like portray it for you to see. Or the person is just, I don't know, or is trying to act it out, or is trying to say it. When you say those kind of things, you rebuke it. It's not healthy, because once that fear has started coming, if you're not careful, and because, that's why I love this, as in I love the word of God. I love this God so much. The Bible says, watch and pray, believers. Don't just pray, watch. Watch. No times and seasons. I don't know why I'm going this right. I'm supposed to just talk about fear and go. Watch out for times and seasons. It's very important. It's necessary. So that people will not terminate season in your life. Due to, I care for this person. It is normal for people to care for you and show concern and go out of their way and say, I need this person to be this. You ought to have been this by now. She ought to have been this by now. It's fine. But don't let me terminate what God is doing in your life. For anything. Because a man or a woman that God will use, he prepares. He prepares. So I don't know whatsoever you are going through. Are you expecting a miracle marriage? Are you expecting a miracle job? Are you expecting a miracle document? Are you expecting a miracle baby? Take this from me, it never fails. Although it never. See, there's one thing today that the Lord was just teaching me in the service. As in, it has come across my mind before. But today, it ring a bell, and I ask for mercy. In the sense that, do you know that it's very easy for a man or a woman who has received his testimony to declare that Jesus is Lord? For somebody who is still in the waiting room. I will talk about the waiting room on this channel. We'll talk about it. It's very easy. You know what the Lord told me? See, if you cannot declare the name of the Lord when you have not received that which you are waiting for, mind you, when the testimony comes, you will forget. At the main moment, you will just rejoice and be happy. But when that time passes, you will forget what the Lord has done for you. You will forget. So in preparation, in anticipation of your testimony, of whatsoever you are waiting for, rejoice. Rejoice. Don't let fear come in. He said he has given me the spirit of gladness. He has given me the spirit of gladness. That joy that supersedes the understanding of men. My God is Lord. Declare those words to yourself. I told you before. Showing yourself love is part of saying good things to yourself in this channel. Beloved. God's beloved. Declare those things to yourself. They are not just only magical. There are some things sometimes when it comes to your heart. Say contrary to yourself and see the declaration of the Lord. Because God has a deposit for you. He has a deposit in you that is of Him. I don't care if you are a believer or unbeliever, you are backslid. You are loved of God. God has a deposit in you. See, you are an image of God, orchestrated. God has you in mind. He orchestrated you. He took His time to structure you. I don't care the shape. He took His time to structure you. The air in your eyes, the colors, the details, the difference in you. So please don't let fear be a stumbling block between you and that which the Lord is doing for your life. Don't. Believe Him. Hold Him by His word. It may not look like it. It may not even resemble it. Never put on that way. Looking like it is even, you know, go resemble himself. But hold on to the word of the Lord. See, heaven and earth, that's the book of Matthew, shall pass away, but my word shall by no means pass away. Hold him by his word. Stay blessed. I love you with the love of God. And if you are not a born-again believer on this channel, what are you waiting for? Come and experience the beautiful love of God. Come and experience the joy and the love of God. What are you waiting for? Your daddy is waiting for you. He loves you. I don't want to say this. The love of God is just too sweet that I can explain. I can't explain it except you experience it for yourself. So please, if you're not born again in this channel, just give your life to Christ. Dedicate yourself to the Lord. Look for a believing church around you and attend. And make your dedication be unto the Lord. Everything you do. Remain blessed, God beloved. I love you with the love of the Lord. I pray you and your family is blessed in this season. May God give you a Christmas package for this season. Stay blessed, my beloved. You have love of the Lord. Remember that. In any situation, in anything you find yourself, you are loved of the Lord. You are his beloved. Love you and see you some other time. Bye-bye.